Alright, chat. So, we are gonna finish things off tonight. How we finish off many of a Friday night. Chat, we are going to conclude with Scott. Silver, what is your question? If it's a quick one, what is your question? Yes. We are gonna finish off with Scott doing the double-handed 500 S&W. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeedy. It should not, Silver. It should not. I should be I do believe I should be streaming that day. Hi, chat. Let's jump into this. Cause yes, I may go late, but I don't want to go too late. So, let's do this.
That's a pretty sweet gun, W. Thank you. Why don't you take a look at it? Why is
Jesus.
the grip so big? It ain't. Pretty normal size grip. It's pretty big. Nope. Looks pretty normal size to me.
Goddamn, W. Wait. Chat. You know what they say about guys with big hands. They can really beat the shit out of you. What? Did you think I was gonna say something different?
Oh, yeah. Would you like a tomato? Sure, I love tomatoes. Don't mind if I do. Oh. Well, you gonna get you a carrot too? Sure, yeah, why not? It goes good with the tomato. Now, going to wash
How
all that
fucking
down
big
with
is
the Coca-Cola.
W?
Oh, yeah.
Is W 12 feet tall?
That's nice right there. Mm-hmm.
How fucking tall is W? Yeah, is he Andre the Giant?
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky
He has
Ballistics.
snow.
And you know, I was scrolling around on Instagram the other day.
Holy shit, he has
and
snow.
I saw a meme of a double-handed revolver grip. I assumed it was just a meme, but thanks to the wonderful world of eBay, turns out they are a real thing. I bought several of these grips, and as you can see, they are double the length of a standard.
Okay. So this is just the grip. The gun wasn't actually built with the grip in mind. It is strictly an accessory that you can buy for your revolver. Okay. I am Chimos, ya think? I will admit, I am really curious to see how well this works. No! You can't be serious, Jameson. Oh, we may have to look.
Standard 500 Magnum grip. The biggest complaint when it comes to a 500 Magnum is the extreme recoil, and there's
This is a
lots of
big
videos
boy.
out there
I
of
like
people
it. Give me big boy. Come here. Both.
losing control of 500 Magnums and losing their grip. I don't personally have that problem. That's not something I struggle with. I eat recoil for breakfast. But for most, it's a problem. So today we're going to find out, would having a double-handed 500 Magnum grip benefit you, or would it be a
Yes,
burden?
it would, Shadow.
And would you be able to stay on target better with a double-handed?
Although, now that you mention it, the length, the shape, those lovely little ridges that look like they would hit just the right spot? What? Sorry. What was I saying? What was I saying now? No, yeah, video. Yeah, we'll get back to the video.
Handed grip. Well, personally, I am very excited to try these things out, so let's get set up and get started. So today we have quite the spread of 500 Magnums, and I have a peanut butter and honey sandwich that I will enjoy here shortly. So the plan today is to shoot 500 Magnums with the same barrel lengths, but
that's not even close to it, Bad Dragon.
We have 4-inch barrels and we have 8 3/4-inch barrels, but as you can see, the grips are different sizes. We will shoot with the standard grip, and then we will shoot with the long grip. And just for fun, I have a 10.5.
I mean, chat. Let's be honest. In terms of dimensions, this is no worse than the standard item that can be found in a active young woman's panty drawer. Okay? It's not all that much different dimensionally speaking.
1/2-inch barrel 500 Magnum with an extra long grip, and this thing looks like a boomerang. Today I have a wide range of 500 Magnum ammunition to help gauge how well these double-handed grips handle recoil and punishment. This is all Underwood ammo. I have 350 grain rounds, 440, 500 grain, 600 grain Kentucky Ballistics hard cast, and 700 grain rounds. I am very excited to try these things out and see how they hold up. But first, I'm going to enjoy my peanut butter sandwich. And while I do so, you should hit that subscribe button. Do it! Well, I'm full of peanut butter sandwich and I'm ready to get started. I am going to take extra precautions. I have on a Premier Body Armor Kevlar helmet and a face shield just in case, because these things are made out of wood and they are huge and there is a chance that this could break. So I want to make sure I don't connect my forehead.
Okay, fair.
So the plan
fair
is
point.
to shoot 5 rounds of 350 grain jacketed hollow points out of...
I don't think it's so much, I don't think, Grey Matter, it's so much that they might have some wobble. I think it's that he's uncertain whether or not they can handle the force pressure from the recoil. So when the firearm recoils, maybe the wood could splinter because of just the sheer amount of pressure from that recoil. It's a perfectly reasonable precaution.
And see if I can stay on target better with the extra long grip. Then we'll load up a cylinder of each 500 Magnum loading in each gun, shoot them, compare, and see how the grips hold up, and see if they handle the recoil better. It is very cold today. I want to say it's in the low 20s. Now I know somebody out there says it's way colder where they live, but I don't care regardless.
But, like, the 20s in Kentucky? That's cold. I can certainly appreciate how I mean, that's below freezing. That's cold. That's particularly in Kentucky. That's the South.
It's gonna hurt my fingers.
Yeah, and the cold is not gonna be helping with those wood grips.
I should wear gloves. Okay.
19 in Texas. Minus 19 in Texas. Jesus.
4-inch barrel. Here we go.
Oh, it's kicking. Oh, God.
So that hurts so bad. I mean, I love it. That felt great. Woo, yeah. Let's do it some more. So now it's time
Average Week, thank you for the follow.
Grip, and I'm sure you will notice that I
Well, it looks like he doesn't have to worry about wind chill apathetic. Thankfully, it looks like it's not windy there.
Because his hands are cold and he's afraid he's going to rip the webbing in his hand. You would be wrong. I put these on for the grip's sake, okay? I don't want to damage the grip with my Gorilla Grip, so I put them on to give it a fighting chance. Okay.
Stop it, Scott.
Here we go. Let's see if this thing holds up.
You're just hoping to trigger my response, aren't you? What's it, LaRook? Yeah, I think Canada is starting to see a warm up. I'm getting a warm up by me too.
Okay, I will continue. Here we go.
The recoil doesn't seem as bad on that, but
You know what? That actually did help a lot.
yeah, the recoil
pretty
did not
funny.
seem as bad. Yeah, I'd say the kick was only about half. Yup. Yeah, but half the kick. No, Revan, I don't think it was that. Those grips do not have that much extra weight. It was not. The difference is he was able to apply rearward pressure with his left hand that he could not apply with the standard grip. Yeah, he's got that extra leverage, so when he fires, this hand can pull and counteract the recoil. That was, I'm sure, the theory behind crafting these in the first place. In practice, it seems to actually work quite nicely. That's about half the amount of recoil, or sorry, not recoil. That was about half the amount of muzzle flip than what the regular grip was having.
So we do not have any cracking. You can see some marks right here where I was squeezing it super hard. No cracking. It's not loose.
That's
I'm
good.
actually pretty surprised. I thought it was going to snap. And I do believe I was able to stay on target a little better with both hands on here. So, not bad.
Oh boy.
STI. What? Some mellow yellow, okay? Get your mind out of the gutter. And if you'd like to get your start in firearms technology or gunsmithing or other things like that, be sure and check out STI.
Yeah, Revan. Let's see what happens when you torture tests it.
So now we are going to move on to the 8 3/8 inch barrel using 350 grain bullets. Here we go.
Alright, well, he's already got some good control over that recoil. That recoil is not bad.
Not bad. Now for the double-handed grip, which I will say,
good night,
this
GBP.
one has a little bit of play right here, so I'm a little worried.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel that moving. I don't know about that one.
Oh boy.
I don't know.
Honestly, I'm not seeing much difference in recoil control.
I definitely do feel like I can hold on to it better and maintain my sights on the target better after shooting.
I don't know. I think the recoil, the muzzle flip on the recoil for both the regular grip and the extended grip looked very similar. And I think the fact that this was loose, he was worried about this being loose. I think that he may not have gripped it too tightly like he did with the first one. He might have done a bit of kid glove holding with this because because of the looseness of this grip. So this one, I don't think that the testing is quite as accurate as the first one, because I think there was probably, at the very least, a subconscious concern that may have colored this test.
But this one, I don't know. You can see it's moving.
Yeah, like not much recoil on that. It's about the same. Yeah, that's about the same.
So as you can see,
no
here,
real difference between those two.
There's a lot
honestly.
of movement now, but I do not think that this is just going to break. So I'm going to probably keep using it And I'm gonna save the extra long barrel for the very end. Now, we're gonna move on to shooting all 5 different loadings of 500 Magnum in each one. So we'll start out with the 4-inch barrels. We'll do a 350. We have a 440 grain hard cast.
Oh, thank you, Gray Matter.
A 500 grain hard cast.
God damn.
A Kentucky Ballistics 600 grain hard cast.
Jesus.
And then last, we have 700 grain hard cast. So now I will take one shot with the standard grip with one load, and then I will take another shot with the extra long grip with the same load until we make it through the whole cylinder. Let's see what this thing can handle. Here we go.
Oh boy.
350.
Okay, standard. We've seen it.
Double-handed.
Right.
Definitely is more controllable.
Okay.
400 grain.
Oh boy. That was kicking. A little more control there too.
Controllable. Also, I'm gonna say I'm gonna stop shooting the steel target at this point. I'm just gonna shoot the railroad ties because I don't think shooting a hard cast this large at a steel target this close is probably a good idea. 500 grain.
Okay.
Woo, there's a difference there. Let's see if it's any better. Did control the recoil better there, I felt like.
Yeah. Like.
Woo.
Okay.
See if it's any better with the double-handed. I do feel like it's better.
Yeah, like. This is starting to shape up, like, when put into practice, this makes a difference. Amazingly enough, you're able to control your recoil better. Because and again, I'm still under the belief that the difference in that the sameness of the recoil with the longer barreled one was because he was subconsciously worried about this grip. And I think he let the recoil flick the muzzle a bit more than he normally would have, like he's doing with these, because I think he might have subconsciously been concerned about the grip breaking. Well, apathetic in standard target shooting? Maybe not. If you're in a gunfight for your life, it don't fucking matter as long as you're the one still standing at the end. So, situational. Apathetic. Situational.
Okay, 700 grain.
Here we go. Okay. Not terrible.
Let's see how the double-handed grip handles that.
Okay. Right, so 350 grain we already saw. This is good. I want to see these side by sides. Yeah, definitely better control there. Yeah, definitive improvement in recoil control. .600 grain didn't kick as much as I expected. Oh, that's definitely good.
I will say that even though this thing is super long and ridiculous, I do feel like I'm able to manage the recoil better with this double-handed grip. I didn't think...
Fishy, not really, because the amount of weight that you would need to add to the end of that barrel would be ridiculous. And adding that kind of weight to the end of the barrel would also throw off your aim. Because when you're aiming down sights, the weight would be dragging your aim down, so you would be fighting to keep your aim up on target. So it would actually be far more of a detriment than anything even resembling a benefit in that situation.
I think that it would actually make a difference, but it does. My only concern would be over time how much punishment is this
Yep.
going to be able to take, because I'm able to hang on to this thing so much tighter and apply so much more force forward. Eventually, I feel like you could have some cracking back here, but as of right now...
Now, these are all wood. What if someone made one of these grips out of composite versus wood? I kind of wish he had gotten a composite grip to test versus all wood, because that could make a huge fucking difference. Then there would not be so much of concern about cracking. It potentially, potentially could be?
Not if you are Hellboy.
Okay, fair point, JRC. That is a legit point.
It's holding up pretty good. So now we're going to move on to the 8-inch barrel, which I'm a little bit hesitant about because of the movement I have in this grip. But I think it's going to be okay. I mean, what's the worst that can happen, right? Here we go.
Oh boy.
350 grain. Not bad. Double-handed grip. Oh, here we go.
He's nervous about it.
440 grain. Double-handed grip.
Okay.
440. Shoo. I don't know about that.
Yeah, see, he's folks so fixated on that, I think it's tarnishing the test results. He is so worried about that, the loose grip.
Be with me. Come on now. Here we go. Okay. That thing is moving. 600 grain.
Yeah, they probably have reasonably heavy triggers.
Oh, please do not break.
Ugh.
It's hanging in there. 700 grain.
They're still controlling the recoil on even the non-long grips really well. Alright. Yeah, recoil is damn near identical. Yeah. With the longer barrel, it doesn't matter. The recoil control thus far is practically identical for both. So with the longer, which makes sense because with the longer barrel, you've got a longer runway, and thus the recoil actually will probably be lessened because you have the longer barrel length. The shorter barrel length has the higher recoil. So honestly, the grip is only useful thus far on the shorter barrel because it has a higher recoil. With the long barrel, it doesn't seem to make any difference whatsoever. Well, apathetic, that's the question. And that's what I was saying, is he subconsciously not using the grip like he did with the short barrel gun because he's worried about it breaking, which could be tarnishing the results. Thus far, though, the recoil control seems to be the same. Yeah, and when it was non-slow-mo, it was looking identical across the same. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think the bad grip may be tarnishing his results. Yeah.
With the 8 3/8 barrel, I'm not honestly feeling as much of a difference as I do with the 4-inch barrel. For some reason,
you can tell.
This one and this one, even with the double-handed grip, feels kind of similar.
Yeah.
But with the 4-inch barrel,
exactly right.
You can really tell a difference.
Yeah,
between
it's the short barrel.
Grip and
yeah,
the
he feels
grip.
it. He
now,
feels
I will
it.
say regardless, it is easier to hang on to this gun with the double-handed grip. But when it comes to the recoil, there's not a whole lot of difference there, in my opinion. The slow-mo may tell a different story. But all in all, still did okay. I am a little concerned because this thing just keeps moving and it's getting worse. And when I shoot it,
that may have
you can feel.
And I absolutely think that colored his results. That his worry about that grip absolutely colored his results. And he probably was not pulling back on this grip with anywhere close to the same level of force that he was doing with these short barrels here. That's my feeling. No, I mean, it's not a question of like blaming Scott for it at all. It's like an understandable concern given his history with incidents with firearms and the amount of wiggle. Like, I would not be comfortable firing a pistol with that much wiggle in the grip. So, but I mean, also, the longer barrel is also contributory. You get the longer barrel, longer runway for the bullet, you're getting less gas escaping in the end that's causing the muzzle flip. So yeah. So it's at this point it seems like this is a viable solution for a short-barreled revolver with AFL. And it may not be beneficial to the long barrel. Maybe.
The gun rocking inside the grip. But again, I think that may just be this one individual grip. I assume these are all custom made. And with custom made things, sometimes are custom made problems. So this one just may be a little flawed. But this one right here, I mean, it's hanging on strong. So now,
yeah.
I want to see.
Well, that's what I'm referring to, JRC. That's exactly what I'm referring to.
With the double-handed grip. All right, just gonna shoot at the railroad ties.
Wait.
Here we go.
Wait. Let me hear that again.
Well, I want to see what's it like to shoot the 10.5-inch barrel with the double-handed grip. All right, just gonna shoot at the railroad ties.
This should actually probably not be terrible. This should be fine.
Wow,
yeah.
Nice. 400.
You just got jammed.
Uh-oh. Light primer strike. 400. 500. 600. 700. So compared to all the other barrel lengths, this is definitely the most fun to shoot. If you were going to shoot a 500 Magnum and you wanted the least amount of recoil possible.
Nay, Silver. I think revolvers are fine. I definitely prefer automatics. I mean, you guys know, Kimber is my baby. Kimber Ultra Carry is my baby. I fired revolvers. They're fine. They're not my preferred choice of firearm. And, like, these right here would be ridiculous, would be big in my hands. And, like, I could probably manage the recoil okay. The biggest problem I would have is I would not have a comfortable grip. No, I think in a revolver, the highest caliber round I fired in a revolver, I think, is a 38. That's probably the highest caliber that I fired in a revolver. Automatic, I fired up to a 45. I have not shot over 45. But it's more of like the size of the grip. It's just, it would be too large for me to be able to hold properly and comfortably. And that's why I probably, like, other than, like, just fun target shooting, I'd shoot one of these for fun, like, once or twice, just to shoot it, to get a feel for it, and say, okay, I shot it. But as far as, like, if I was to carry a firearm, and, like, for a standard carry, no, this would not be a standard carry. I probably wouldn't carry a revolver as a standard carry. I would carry a semi-auto, and, as I said, my Kimber Ultra Carry would be the one I would want on my hip all the way. Yeah, Alex, well, that's what the Kimber Ultra Carry is. It's a 1911.
And the most control possible, it looks like it's a 10.5-inch barrel with a double-handed grip. I do have a little bit of movement in that one now, though. So there's one last thing I want to do. Many of you may not know this, but I actually hold the world record for fastest 5 shots on target with a 500 Magnum. I actually broke that record with Jerry Michulik probably about 5 years ago.
99. Woo! 99 100ths of a second.
What I want to know now is how fast can I put 5 rounds on target with 350 grain rounds out of the 4-inch barrel with the standard grip and with the two-handed grip. Will I be more accurate with the two-handed grip, and will I be faster with the two-handed grip? All right, we only hit it twice, but we got through all 5 rounds fairly quickly. Let's see if I can do any better with the double-handed grip. Honestly, don't know if I'm going to do much better, but let's see. Get on target here. It's weird aiming with this thing. Your point of aim is off. Okay.
Yeah, that was
There we go.
Well, yeah, your point of aim would be off because when your normal grip is basically the hands are side by side. Here you have a hand down here that's pulling down here and pushing this direction, even if it's subconsciously. So your point of aim is gonna be like subtly tilted, and it's gonna be off. So that's another issue that you would have to contend with when you're using a double grip grip like this. It will throw your aim off in 2 different directions.
There we go. Didn't hit the target once. But I do feel like I was a little bit faster that time.
It would, Mouse.
This thing is kind of weird when you're aiming because normally I have this thumb tucked and I have my natural point of aim. But when you're holding this thing with 2 hands, it kind of cocks it to the left there a little bit. So it's kind of unnatural. And that's probably why I missed every single time. I would definitely need to practice with this more if I was actually going to use it. So after my testing today, I have found that the double-handed 500 Magnum grips aren't as much of a gimmick as I thought they were. I was actually able to manage recoil a little bit better with these, and they held up pretty well. Now, when it comes to the longer barrel, it does seem like it is giving this grip a little more punishment than the 4-inch barrel for some reason. That all being said, I don't know how this would work if you were gonna carry this on your hip in bear country or something like that. Probably gonna get caught on something and be quite a burden just, dangling off your hip like that. But if
I mean, honestly, let's be realistic. This grip is kind of for the memes. I truthfully do not believe that the person that created this grip intended it for everyday carry. It is definitely it is a novelty thing. It's it's probably did it for the memes, and this is not designed for a firearm that you're going to be carrying either on your hip, at the small of your back, or as an appendix carry, or a shoulder holster carry. It's not meant to be a carry weapon. It's probably just supposed to be something like on your wall, on it in a showcase or something, or maybe like in a bag. But this is a meme grip. That's what it is. At the end of the day, it's a meme grip.
If you're shooting 500 Magnum for recreation and fun, that may be an option. What did you think about the double-handed 500 Magnum grips? Be sure to let me know in the comment section
Little
down below.
late for this.
And if you enjoyed today's video, be sure and give it a like and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure to check me out on all other social media platforms. Links to those
He has the Negan bats
down below, along with a link to Kentucky.
When did he get the Negan bat? When did he get Lucy?
And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics. I'll see you next time.
When did he get Lucille? Scott, stick with that hammer. Has he? I don't remember him having it. Oh, that was fun and interesting. That was actually interesting.